Welcome to the Neen Valley Role-Playing Association, a group of friends who like to play RPGs, that's role-playing games, and try and have fun. If you like the video, please like and subscribe.
This here story is about the Old West, as it wasn't, but as it is. It's an Old West plagued by creeping shadows and lurking terror. It's an Old West ripe with gunfights, cattle stampedes, and skulking monstrosities. There's a rare few folk in this Old West who solve their problems with dark magic or ghost rock-powered infernal technology. But as far as solutions go, the six-shooter seems to be the primary answer. Into these Deadlands our posse rides, seeking to foil the forces of evil, even if it's just one dark shadow at a time. This is how the Weird West was won. I'd like to go around and introduce our characters one more time, as though people don't know them already from enjoying every bit of the game so far. So let's take a quick go around the horn. I would ask them who wants to go first, but they are remarkably shy when I do so. So I will say, Pete, would you please introduce your character and give us a tidbit that we don't know yet?
Oh, something you don't know about Rosco Drafton?
Yeah.
He's remarkably shy.
when called upon.
He's well known for being very stubborn man. Once he sets his sights on something, there's very little that can stop him from achieving that goal.
Very good. And how would you describe him and his? You know, he's coming into this as not necessarily a gunfighter. What would you call him? How would you describe him?
He's a bounty hunter.
Bounty hunter. There's the word I'm looking for. Absolutely.
Yep. That's where he puts that stubbornness into to good use, tracking people down
No matter what.
Vast expanses of the West.
Brilliant. So let us talk a little bit about Sarah by asking Christine something about her. She's shaking her cat head, but can't get away. And she's muted too, which is even better.
I seem to have lost all my notes.
What's the matter? Cat got your tongue?
Definitely has. Somebody's been fiddling with my notebooks.
Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we ask Rob to talk a little bit about his character for Chase really quick, and then we'll come back to you.
Do you want to know about Bleenies? I can tell you about Bleenies. What has happened to my notebooks?
Oh, and Rob's muted too, so that's even better. It's awesome.
Sarah's a gorgeous dark-haired female. She's got a bit of a glint in her eye. I think she's up to no good most of the time. That Roger the raccoon, definitely suspicious. You know, and she's a Wichita witch, which comes with many trickeries and fancifuls.
That is for sure.
Right. Now that I've just done Sarah, I think Christine should do Chase.
He doesn't wear pants.
Yes! It's been noted.
Uh, uh, very good. Very good. So we know another extra thing. Chase, what type of character are you? You're a bit of a live by the gun, die by the gun type of guy.
Yeah, he's I wouldn't. He started off as just a normal army regular, but he's kind of migrated into more like the freelance security, kind of thing.
A hired gun.
Yeah, but I mean, he's good with a gun. He's better with a rifle, and he's handy with his fists, and he loves his throwing knives as well. So, out here, if he wants to be quiet, he can. Maybe not as quiet as Sarah with her little witchery ruse, but definitely quieter than getting two revolvers out and blowing somebody to bits. So yeah, going in behind enemy lines and things like that, although it was frowned upon, sometimes the call was called for, and people went and did some crazy shit, and I've been looking at crazy shit ever since.
Brilliant. All right. So we have sort of got an introduction to our characters, and Christine, we won't let you off too easily. Just because you lost your notes for a little bit, we'll probably come back and ask you all sorts of questions just to make you comfortable. I am in a different room than I usually play in because my wife's doing Christmas decorations. So I'm working my different technology pieces not nearly as well as I am doing this. But let us look at the county, since this seems to be what's going on. Is you guys are headed out of Heaston Hill on horseback. It's it's a little ride to Uri, but you can make it. I think you can probably make it today without too much of a problem. And I have moved the map somehow. That makes it a little bit easier. And so ahead of you, you see Uri. And I'm going to tell you a teeny bit about Uri. So Uri is, like I said, a small farming community in Bridger Valley. It's about halfway between Fort Bridger and Heaston Hill, a little bit closer to Fort Bridger. It's not much more than a trading post and a livery stable as you're coming into this little hamlet. You think that most of the residents live out on the land, out away from everything. So Lee, before you go, he says, "Hey, there is something powerful posse like you guys might be able to help out with at some point, but we're known for one of the better farmers markets in the area, and we were getting some mighty fine vegetables from Moon's experimental farm, not too incredibly far from here, and haven't gotten anything from him in a good fortnight. Bit worried that something may have happened to him. He may be off, with his. I think he has a couple of folks that work for him, but we hadn't seen hide nor hair of him. They bring in the biggest lettuce. You have it. Cucumber you wouldn't believe. That I know you got.
Did you say that was for a fortnight? Yeah.
About a fortnight. 2 weeks ish.
When did our the guy we were searching for go missing?
Golly, it would have been before that.
Before that,
yeah, there's not really an easy connection to draw there.
No.
Says, I know you guys are busy, but if you ever back up this direction.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Well,
so you guys gonna.
Once we've got Scarlet out, we'll bring her back up here, and then we could maybe check it out. I mean, there's pressing matters down at Heaston Hill, but maybe if we do go to the farm, maybe your brother might actually sit down and have a whiskey with us and maybe help us with trying to track down Uncle.
Well, that would be mighty fine if you can.
That's
talk
of course
sense
if we survive. And I tip my little bowler hat to the guy and I'll go, thank you very much for the bowl, Lee.
One question for you, Lee. One question for you. If we are successful in what we're trying to do, and we bring that little lady this way, would you find her somewhere to hide out?
I'd always offer her a place to hide out, but she'll have nothing to do with old Lee.
Are we so sure on that?
I'm very sure on that. I may have pressed my intentions a bit too forward, if you take my meaning, and she's not the forgiven type. He looks a bit ashamed. There is whiskey involved. You guys get out of here.
Hey, well, a man who can own up to his errors takes a few steps up the ladder for my count, so, she might forgive. You never know.
Appreciate it. All right. So it's late afternoon, and you guys are riding out of Uri. And if you guys can ping roughly the angle of attack that you guys are doing.
Should we just Pete, do you want to just put a straight line on from Uri to where you think the best place would be?
Now, it's not going to be straight. So as much as you guys can paint me a line here, it is going to be...
I was thinking we'd probably follow the trail or so around that sort of thing.
And absolutely. And as you have guessed, at Fort Bridger and at Fort Supply, there are decent places to ford the Black Fork River. Otherwise, you're going to be sort of stuck on one side or the other.
Yeah, I mean, I would be guessing that if the transport is coming this way, they'll be crossing over at Fort Supply.
All right. I need, as you guys are heading down this direction, actually, I would say that probably tonight you can get, are you going to cross at Fort Bridger or Fort Supply, did you say?
And it looks a bit closer to Fort Supply.
Yeah.
Fort Supply? All right.
Yeah, if
Well,
we cross
actually,
over
no,
at
you're
Fort
right. You might be
Bridger,
right. So, I think if we are spotted, it's probably better if we're seen crossing at Fort Bridger.
Okay.
Because if we cross at Fort Supply and the transport also crosses at Fort Supply, people may take note of that.
Fort Bridger is known as a place where all the trails meet.
Yep.
So,
We'll
is,
blend in with the crowd. People won't notice us. Fort Supply looks a bit out of the way.
fair enough.
They probably
Or-
pay attention to people out that way.
Yep. California, Oregon, Mormon, Cherokee, and overland stage trails pass through Uinta County, and all of them either reach or have a trail leading to Fort Bridger.
so if that be correct, why did Lee say that they would more than likely go south from Heaston and then hit the Mormon Trail when there's no trails to the west of Heaston that's noticeable on the map?
Yep. Maybe he's thinking they're cutting across to Fort Supply and across because that's the shortest way. Or or you may well be on the same path, just a day ahead.
Yeah, if it was me, I would have taken her to Bridger and put her on the train, but
Fair enough. That's actually a scary thought. What do you guys think? I mean, Lee's not the smartest fellow in the world. You guys can make your own decisions about what you think's going on.
Well, I mean, I don't want to split the three of us up. But yeah, I think Roscoe's right. I mean, if they come north and then pass through Uri and get to Fort Bridger, they can then go down the established Mormon Trail, or they could go onwards on the Oregon Trail to Bridger, put her on a train, and then straight off of the train at Evanston. I think the only way that we're going to be able to do this, realistically, is if we're kind of here.
Yes.
So we're close enough to both trails, but far enough out. We'll be able to see which way they go, and then hopefully we'll be traveling parallel with them.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. We'll be traveling parallel with them. That hopefully we'll be able to get in front at some point, and then.
So what I'm hearing is you're hanging out around Fort Bridger for a day for them to catch up, hoping that that's where they cross.
So a couple of questions. So they're not traveling till tomorrow. Is that right?
Correct.
We're a day ahead of them.
Correct.
And on the horses, are we faster than them on the coach? I assume we
Yes. Yes, you are.
And we can travel cross country in a way that they probably can't.
There is I will give you the heads up. There are, you see the big trails there, but there are some smaller tracks and things that go through. There's a couple of ranches that are just southwest of Heaston Hill that you can take roads across to the ford going across Fort Supply. You could technically go from Heaston to Fort Supply to Piedmont on smaller trails, or you could go, like you guys are saying, up Uri, Fort Bridger, up to Bridger, and then down. There's a scary number of ways to skin the cat. I don't know how much you care about Scarlet's actual life and death, but there's a lot of 50-50 chances here.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, not wanting to. I'm not overly too bothered as a player and also as a character of the game. I'm really not too fussed whether Scarlet lives or dies. She was an inroad to the Steel Ghost Gang, and an easy one. So if we could have saved her, then perfect, brilliant. Maybe the gang, if she's quite high up within the gang, maybe the gang would feel obligated to help us out more. I don't know, I mean, we could just abandon it because now we know where Bud is likely to be. We could actually just carry on up north and let Scarlet come to her own demise.
You guys' call.
I mean, it will play on my conscience.
Our negotiation will be better if we have Scarlet in tow.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
But
I'm just wondering if we go and sort of set ourselves up here, find a bit of high ground, set ourselves up here.
And
basically
you'd be able to tell from there.
Yeah, watch which way the coach goes.
Absolutely, you could do that. You'd be able to tell which direction it's headed. Absolutely.
I reckon we could get.
I was going to say, it looks like there's about 4 or 5 miles between Heaston Hill and Fort Supply. I mean, we could just ambush the coach. If it comes this way, we could ambush them right here.
Yeah, absolutely. And then still have plenty of time to get back up to the Carter area.
Exactly.
That's not a bad plan. Okay.
And then if they do go north and they go up through Fort Bridger, we basically will just get ahead of them.
I'm up for absolutely anything. You guys know that. Now I do have a sniper scope, which isn't as good as a telescope. So maybe if there's a general store or something in here, we could maybe pick up a spyglass.
Very good.
That would help. But I was also going to say, not to throw any more ducks in the pond, we could always travel back to Heaston. It will be close to midnight by the time we get there.
We could
have a sleep in a normal bed, get up early, and then we can actually watch the wagon leave. And as soon as we know if they come out our way or the bottom way and then head north, we know that they're going to go to Fort Bridger. We can go up past the baseball pitch and cross country, get into Bridger just before, or we can camp out. I'm easy either way. I mean, it's only my my buttocks that's going to hurt because I've got no pants.
At least they're fairly clean at this point.
Yeah. So I'm the best I've smelt in around about a month. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Your
horse doesn't know what to think about it.
I honestly don't know what's best. I mean, we could throw ideas every night. All night, and then we'll run out of the time to try and do something about it. So should we just head due south and camp outside? Yeah.
I think we just set ourselves up with a view of Heaston Hill.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see if we can find a spyglass or something, a proper spyglass.
I don't think we'll need it. I mean, we'll be able to see a coach heading out of Heaston. Provided we're close enough to see Heaston Hill, we'll be able
Absolutely.
to see a coach heading out.
So you
Okay.
can camp outside? Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's
I
a
will,
perfect triangle, really, isn't it? And we're right in the middle of that triangle.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. So,
And so you know, I have tossed a penny towards our good man Rosco, who is such the amazing bounty hunter that he immediately took a look at his map and said, "This is roughly where," and made this interesting plan. I like it. It was a conundrum you guys were trying to solve. How do we do multiple things at once? And you appear to have a solution. I was very pleased with how that ran. And we got a lot of interesting things about your characters. Okay. So you guys cruise southwest from Uri. And by the time you are getting ready to set up camp, the shadows are long and falling across what is going down towards prairie, but there's a bit of a ridge between the river and Heaston Hill. So you guys are sort of camped on this side, the eastern slope of this ridge. You can see the grass down below. You can see roughly where there's some trails. And actually off in the distance, you can see some lights that are probably, if I take a quick look.
The street lights of Heaston Hill.
Heaston Hill it's a little bit probably too far to see that is your guess, but that's actually pretty bright compared to almost anything else around. But I would say there's Crittenden Ranch just out that direction. You know that there's a big ranch south of town that cattle and stuff like that. So maybe you're seeing lights from that direction or fire or something. Or maybe it is Heaston Hill all the way that you're seeing because you are up at a little bit of an altitude.
Yeah.
Whatever the case.
We'll set up make sure our fire can't be seen.
Very good.
So
I need one of you to roll me a d20, and I am drawing a card, and it is a diamond. Interesting. I need a d20 rolled.
okay. D20 roll. 10.
And okay. So, of the many things that could have happened on this encounter table, as you guys pull up, are setting up, you can see that there's a a deer that has stepped into a looks like a prairie dog hole, and it is alive and in decent shape, but it's not going anywhere because it's broken its leg.
Okay.
You basically on the encounter table drew food.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it out of its misery
Very good.
and set about butchering it.
Now I do want to know how you put it out of its misery, just for one reason. I'm checking to see what the noise level is of what you do.
Well, as we're being stealthy and as it can't get away, I'll use a knife.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. You guys have as much venison as you would like to cook over a fire, if you want a fire, or you guys can just camp cold. It's up to you.
no, we're going to have a fire. I'll ask
I mean,
Rosco.
how cold is it going to get? I mean, it could be pretty miserable.
Yes.
I'll ask Rosco if he's ever done a smokeless fire before.
Oh, yeah.
So the two of us get together, building smokeless fire underground so that we can cook the venison.
Very good. You guys are knocking that out. And I would like to ask, Sarah, what are you up to during this period?
Well, while they're sorting out the fire, I'm butchering the deer and basically getting
Very good.
parcels of meat ready to cook on the fire.
Brilliant. And what do you think Roger's up to? I'm just interested.
Oh, Roger's keeping an eye out for me. Roger is basically sitting on a little rock, and he is peering in every direction, and he is keeping an eye out for anybody approaching our camp. For any kind of movement anywhere, basically, he is looking out for.
Brilliant. He is the
Aren't me a cat.
Yep, he's playing lookout. I like it very, very much. You guys have bed rolls. I mean, that's part of what you've got on your horses. Yeah, it may not have big tents and stuff like that, but if you unsaddle your horses and use your saddles and stuff as a bit of a pillow, and you've got the stars above, it's a clear night, a bit cold. You guys sort of make a triangle around the underground fire that's warming up the ground, as well as providing a decent amount of heat out of that hole. A bit of dinner, and you guys can start heading towards your sleep. Do you wish to set up a watch?
Yeah, I think that would be sensible.
Okay.
Yep, that's exactly what we're going to do. Set up a watch.
Do you wish to give Roger a shift?
Yes, with someone.
I'm not sure that I trust Roger enough to
Fair enough.
to do a watch.
He can
Right.
do watch with Sarah or myself.
Yeah.
Okay, who's
Well,
first, second, third? I'd like to know who's on first.
Who's on first? Yeah.
What's on second?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what's your?
I'll go first.
Okay.
No one's going to step up.
I'll go second.
All right. So the early wake is left to Chase.
Yeah.
The night is, like I said, crystal clear. During your period of watch, Rosco, the moon rises fat and round. It's probably just past full, and it trails its way up and across the sky. And then when you've gauged it about the right time, you wake Sarah, who rouses herself up and puts a little bit of more wood on the fire. And then the moon finishes its cycle and sets. And then the cold hours pre-dawn. How do you wake up Chase?
Carefully.
Little nudge with the foot.
Okay.
Yeah, more gentle
Raj.
shake on the shoulder.
Send Roger. Okay. Okay.
If only I could
Yeah,
wake up
Roger
looking
sticks
as good
his
as you
fingers
do,
in his
Sarah.
ears.
Yeah. Roger comes over and brushes up against you. Chase.
Yeah, so I wake up and I look at Sarah
All right.
and I go, God, I wish I could wake up looking as good as you do. Jesus Christ.
It is a bit ridiculous.
I kind of stretch out, get up, look at the fire.
It
I
can
think there'll
use a
be
little
enough
bit more wood.
heat for
Yep.
for breakfast and whatnot.
Good.
I'll get
All right.
the billy on so that I've got some water going so I can make myself a nettle tea or
Very good.
something. Have a look, see what's around.
Sounds good.
And then
I'm making coffee.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have got some supplies.
yeah, and then basically I'll hunker down where I think somewhere safe that I can see far enough all the way around us.
Very good. You see the
I'll have the
stars
rifle
turn
out.
in the heavens. The moon is long set, and off to the east, towards Heaston Hill and beyond, you can see the light gradually growing until you are in that grayish period before dawn that seems to be the most cold. You can see that a bit of frost has been forming across the grass, and but it's kept fairly far away from the circle in which you guys have been sleeping, just due to the fire that you guys have kept going all night. The horses have huddled in close to you guys, and everyone wakes up after a cold night out in the dark, out on the plains. Not the plains, excuse me, here on the high prairie out of Heaston Hill. Breakfast is what you have with you. I think you probably have at least some salt bacon and some stuff like that, and you've had plenty of venison. So breakfast is breakfast. You see that Roger is definitely needing water with his meal. I don't know how much water you guys have, but I think you have a decent amount. I'll say right now that you've got a decent amount, and we can worry about some of those survival issues later. Roger rinses his food in the bowl of water you've gotten and chows down. You can see now across the prairie that, yeah, you can't quite see the Heaston Hill. It's probably down just on the far side of the curvature of the earth. But you can see some small buildings, probably like you said, like I said earlier, Crittenden Ranch. And you can also see that a bit of the road that you rode up towards Uri, just barely. And so one of those two directions, you're going to probably see a plume of dust here in a little while. So yep. I would like I don't care what dice it is because it's half and half, but I would like to figure out which direction they're going. And I'm going to say that the low portion of the die, so let's take a D6. 1, 2, 3, they're going towards Uri and across, and a 4, 5, 6, they're coming down towards Fort Supply.
Okay. Well, I rolled the D20, so someone else can chance their arm on the direction.
Absolutely, I'd love to see what's going to happen here.
They find they're going to Lone Tree.
4, 5, 6. We have them coming your rough direction towards Fort Supply.
Okay.
All right. You can see the plume of dust that you think is probably only made by a big a wagon moving across a trail that is moving your guys' direction. You set yourself up where you've got a bit of a triangle to see both directions. You can drop in behind, you can drop ahead. You tell me what you guys want to do.
I think we should go ahead, shouldn't we?
I think so.
Okay. Very good.
I mean, if we ambush them, as they're heading to Fort Supply, you say there's a rancher up this way. So they're gonna hear the gunshots, and if there are gunshots and that kind of thing, aren't they? Mm-hmm. So I think we're gonna need to, as you said, Rob, I think we're gonna need to ambush them more this way.
Okay, I missed the second ping as I was on a different map. Something? Okay, you can head that direction. Okay.
I think we stay ahead of them and we head out that direction. What do you guys reckon?
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah, I mean, we can always do the, oh my God, I've got a flat horseshoe. Can you help us repair it?
I like it very, very much.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are heading south there. Are you going to cross the river then at Fort Supply? Or just south of it, and skirt the edge of Fort Supply on south?
Yeah.
All right.
Stay as much out of sight of Fort Supply as we can.
All right. Fort Supply sits in a lonely area where the wind rattles through dry sagebrush and colorful yellow Indian paintbrush. If you guys don't know what Indian paintbrush is, it's a really interesting flower thing, and you just Google it and take a look. There's a charred and blackened remains of a stockade and a few buildings that remained of a former Mormon outpost. It was sacked and burned, you think, by U.S. forces back in 1883 after some skirmishes culminating in a pitched battle between the U.S. troops and the Nauvoo legionnaires. Deseret's forces retreated to Utah and haven't set foot in Unita since. So it's pretty much ruins as you move past it.
So it's not
Nope.
banned at all. Oh, okay.
It's not.
Oh, in that case, let's get the horses down on their bellies, and let's take the fort.
Okay.
Let's do it
but
here.
the problem is with the fort is, how do we surround them? You can't surround them with a fort unless they come into the fort.
They probably won't. It's ruined.
Yeah, I think we're better in the open.
How far away is the ruins from the river?
Yeah, it's not a stone's throw. You'd say it's about a quarter mile at most.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we get Roger in a jacket? I've got a spare jacket. And he could be looking over the top of the thing with a spare hat, with a stick that looks like a rifle.
Is Felix playing tonight? I didn't notice.
I was going to say.
I was just wondering if.
And then
create an illusion.
All of a sudden, Rob tears off that face. Hi, it was I, Felix, all along.
and then we can I don't know, maybe build a trebuchet.
Exactly.
So build a trebuchet, and we can lob some
rubble from the ruins at the carriage.
Orphans. We just load some orphans in the trebuchet and fire them at them.
Yeah.
For those of you who have not seen some of our other games, you're missing out. Okay.
So
Link will be in the
I would say
description.
we head down the trail and find somewhere where we can, basically the trail narrows with some, so they have to
Absolutely.
go one route. We can basically put some brush in front of them that they'll have
I'm
to
going to
stop.
say again, while everyone's listening, I can create an illusion, which could well be an illusion of people, if you wanted. It's more difficult to make sound, but I can create an illusion of what looks like some varmints, shall we say, waiting to ambush them behind rocks.
I think that would be a great way to cut them off at the back. Because if we could, as I say, if we can find a spot where we can bring them in, you could create an illusion behind them.
Okay.
So they probably wouldn't pay too much attention to it because we'll be focusing their attention to the front. But it'd be enough that if they cast a casual glance backwards and see something nasty back there, then basically they'll know they're surrounded. Yeah, because there is only 3 of us. It's going to be difficult to surround them. So I think the illusion will definitely come in handy.
Yep.
So the illusion would work best down round here, but audible wise, we've got the Robertson. I don't know whether that's a populated place. We've also got Piedmont, but there's a lot of hills and stuff.
Well, we think they're going to take the Mormon Trail, don't we? Because
we think they're going to take Mormon Trail, but I was just looking at a very squished triangle, and the distance between Robertson and Heaston, I think that's equal-ish. for noise. I think that might be out of range for Heaston and also for Robertson.
Yeah. No,
Definitely out of range of Sean of Bridger.
Yeah.
So maybe if we could look at somewhere just south on the trail of Fort Supply.
Yeah. If we can find somewhere around about there, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
So what is it
And we could
exactly
also
we're
leave the
looking
horses
for? Can you
out-
explain
sorry.
that to Anthony so he knows what we're looking for? Are we
Okay,
looking
so
for a boarding spot across the river? What are we looking for?
So what we're looking for is basically to. Oh, actually, that's a good.
Are we looking for the
Yeah.
trail to dip? I mean, once they're trying to ford the river, they'll actually be concentrating on not losing things and floating down the river. That's actually normally a pretty good place to ambush.
Actually, no, that's a good idea. Actually, yeah, we could ambush them as they come across the river.
Could we jury rig something so that under the water, that when they actually go over it, assuming it's like a ford or something like that, that it's unstable and that buckles the wheel?
But I mean, how wide is the ford, Anthony?
You're thinking that it's no more than about 100 yards across. It's a big river.
So no, I mean sort of wide in the sense of up and downstream.
Up and downstream for the ford. You think
So the river's about 100 yards wide, but how
about 30 yards in width is where it comes to a rushing shallow.
Okay, so about 30 yards. Yeah, the problem is we can't tell where they're going to cross in that 30 yards. So
from the centre, I mean, if I was going across it in a horse, I would be dead centre, as most people would be. But a carriage, obviously, you've got a bit more. So we're still going to have 10 yards either side. So we're not going to be able to.
The bigger threat is that it puts us closer to Fort Supply, where they could receive some assistance from.
No, Fort Supply is a ruin. There's no one there.
Yeah, there's nobody there.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that bit. Yeah.
No, I think we pop up. I think one of us on the other side, one of us on the Heaston Hill side of the river, two on the other side, and we just basically
sort it in
demand
the
demand they release their prisoner when they're halfway across.
Okay. So, if you guys will give me... Okay.
Because Anthony's already got the map sorted, how about we keep it on grassland?
Mm-hmm. No, don't worry. I will be absolutely able to work that. I'm just
I think that's best.
As we speak.
I can try and hide somewhere. But whilst we're waiting, because this is a good plan, I like this plan. Whilst we're waiting for them to draw a little bit closer, whilst we're scurrying around getting things ready, I'm going to get some fresh water out of the river.
Perfect.
Well, I'll try it first, and then if it's fresh water, then I'll
top up the water bottles.
Yeah, we'll top everything up because you never know. Water skins, the water bottles, the empty bottle of scotch with the stopper in it.
Yeah. Well, it looks like Robertson is on Willow Fork, so hopefully the Ballach's Fork River that we're currently on is pollution free.
Hopefully it runs from the mountains in the south to the north.
Yeah, I'm still going to put a bit of whiskey in the water skin, just to kill off anything that's in there.
Yeah,
perfect.
Oh, we haven't finished the whole bottle, so
yeah.
All right, let me see here. How I want to do this. All right. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move you to a different map where there is a bit of a, let me see if I can do this to make it a little bit better. There we go. Then I can go to here. I'll put this here. Put this here. Okay. Now I'm going to move you to a different map. And we'll see how you guys like this.
Oi, you're busy. Nice.
All right. So you guys can set up however you wish. You know that the wagon is going to be coming from this direction.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not seeing you ping anywhere.
I'm sorry. From your direction where your characters are sitting. And will be
Okay.
crossing sort of northwest to get over this area. It will probably skirt where it's a bit rapid there. It's gotten shallow, and it may well mount that small hillock that's an island there. It looks rocky, but it's actually much more sandy, and we'll be able to just go straight across that narrowish area in the river.
Well, I like this bit of cover here, so what are we talking? Is the rain? Is the scale set correctly?
Let me double check. I will just make sure I have not farted this up.
1 inch squares.
They are, yeah. So the difference is 6 feet per square.
Okay,
that is set
so
correctly.
Range 12, 24, 48. What is it?
So is it, what's your range for your
There it is.
rifle?
24. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, no problem at all. Yeah, that's a good spot.
Okay.
Right,
I
so
mean, if I'm still out of sight from the approaching wagon and the river, I'll go there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You can absolutely get there.
Good cover.
All right. Where do the rest of you guys want to get?
will
Or
they
how do you wanna
be
do this?
going this away?
Mm-mm.
Or will they be going straight across? Because the map
Yep,
is slightly
straight
misleading.
Across.
Straight
Yep,
across.
straight across.
Right, okay, so...
And is there any kind of cover on the side that we're currently standing on?
I could extend down that way. That's sort of towards more prairie. So there's not a ton of cover down on that side of the water.
Okay, because we had kind of wanted to come in behind them as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to come in behind them.
That's where your illusion comes in, because you can basically pop up a couple of gunmen behind as an illusion.
So
Okay.
if you want to do that, and of course I built it in such a way that makes it difficult, what you can do is your character, you just sort of leave down there, and I will assume that they've taken a hidden position in the grasses, etc., if you would like to do so. Okay?
So what I'm going to do is, well, kind of where we're stood at the moment is that's where I'll be creating my illusion. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave Roger there. And
There you
he's
go.
under instructions
There's something to hide
to
behind.
What?
There's a
Sorry?
rock now to hide behind, if you'd like.
Oh, okay, there's a rock behind. So perfect. So basically, I'm going to be setting up the illusion of gunmen sitting behind the rock, hiding
Nice.
behind. They're going to pop up, and I'm going to have Roger there as well. And Roger's going to be under instructions. He's got this little pile of rocks,
Mm-hmm.
and he's got instructions to basically throw them around and create dust and basically make it look like and make it sound like there's something over there. Which is actually just going to be him. But obviously the illusion's going to make them hopefully think
I
that
like it.
it's actually two gunmen and there is noise there and there's, you can hear them rummaging around and
Two gunmen.
moving and
They're going to see two
repositioning
gunmen
themselves.
and a raccoon banging rocks together.
Okay, so where are you
I'm
going to be
giving him
then, Sarah?
coconuts,
Yeah, a couple of coconuts. Perfect.
Coconuts, yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. let's see how this plays
So
out.
where are you
That's where-
going to then go, Sarah?
So I'm then going to go on the other. Sorry, I'm going to go on the other side,
Okay.
probably over this side over here, if that's okay with
Okay.
everyone.
Okay. Anthony,
Yes.
I like the illusion thing. I've got a funny feeling that I'll need to come up from behind as well.
So to speak,
maybe
is there
to sell the fact that there's an illusion there. So
fair enough?
this boulder here, does it stick out far enough?
You could hide behind that if you were.
So what I'm thinking is basically
here.
hiding there.
Yep.
Okay, I don't mind if my legs are in water, etc., etc.
Long John's got it.
You know, so all that we now need to do is basically hide the horses. So what I'm thinking is hide the horses, say here behind the rock where Roscoe's currently perched.
Perfect. That is
so
where
I'll tell
that's where
my
the
horse
horses can be.
to lay,
Very good.
and
There's
what I'm going
enough-
to do is I'm going to get the scope, and I'll have a look, and then I'll use
Keep an eye.
finger counting on the side of the rock, so that Roscoe and Sarah can see roughly how far out they are, and more importantly, how many people there are.
Okay. Let's see here. I had another question, and I'm afraid I may have lost it. So you're going to be there. Roger's there. The spell. How far can you cast that illusion?
It doesn't actually have a distance on it
Then
at
it's
all.
sight. Then it's line of sight for me. That's fine. You can do that. Absolutely.
So it's novice, PowerPoint's 3, range. Range smarts.
What's your
What does that mean?
It's an inch per every point of smarts. So what is your dice in smarts?
My dice in smarts is a D10.
So 10 inches. So if you count 10 squares, that's how far you can cast it away. That might be slightly problematic for what you're doing. You may have to take a position slightly closer than you would have liked. You tell me. Maybe you need to swap positions with Chase. I don't know.
Yeah, I think I probably do need to swap positions with Chase. Is that okay, Chase?
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. I ain't got a problem.
Right. So you guys go ahead and make your maneuvers. You can see the dust in the distance as the train, the wagon is moving your direction.
Okay.
Now, is
so
your
I've got 100
intention to
yards
let-
on the scope, I believe,
Okay.
which is the farthest range of the Winchester.
Okay. I like it. So
100 squares, sorry.
I'd like to know. Let's see here. Change there. Tokens. Okay. Is your intention to let this thing get into the water before things start happening, or is it to get to the other side? Is it what's the plan here?
I think the plan is to get them into the water. So,
Yeah.
All right.
so basically
plan
catch
is-
them
and-
right in the middle.
Yeah.
So you
before
guys
they-
can see.
Before they get to that little island area.
You guys can see the horses coming, right?
Yeah.
And I'm
Yep.
going to move this on here.
How many
You can see
guards? How
there's-
many riders?
There are, just a second, because I meant to copy, paste. There are, come on. Okay, ignore me as I am trying to solve a problem. Copy, paste. There we go. There are 2 gunmen that are riding on the the bench One of them is got reins in his hands, and the other one is sort of propped back with a shotgun, looking around, carefully looking around.
I would say when the horses get to that little island, that's when we stop.
All right. So let's put it something like this.
Perfect.
And talk about what happens, because what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and put us into initiative order just to see what happens, unless you guys would like to talk anything narrative before we move into this.
Only as a player.
Okay.
Are you all right killing lawmen?
Rather avoid it.
So would I, but we don't want them seeing us.
You recognize the driver as one of the deputies of Chips. Probably he's a teen. He's like probably 16, 17. He's been working for Chips for a year or so, sort of doing fetch it type work. The other guy appears to be a hiree of some sort. That's a bit of a gunman.
I mean,
say to my colleagues that as soon as we decide we're triggering it, I've already got the illusion set up. So the illusion is that they will pop up and move around, and you'll see their heads, you'll see rifles.
Down
As I
this
say,
direction.
Yeah, Roger's in charge of making the noises for me.
Yep.
But once the illusion is basically set and prepared, so I should then be free, I think, to cast a spell if I want.
Yep. Absolutely.
I would say
my first spell is going to be stun. Okay? And stun is a bolt of energy or stun bombs or sonic booms, blasts or blinding light, and stun shocks a target with concussive force, sound, light, magical energy, or the like. A successful casting means the victim must make a vigor roll at -2 with a raise on the arcane roll to be stunned. And stunned is on page 106 of the book.
Nice.
But basically, they would then be stunned, and hopefully, we might then be able to take them without maybe doing too much damage to them.
Well, that would do
one,
wouldn't it?
Can you make that an area effect?
Yes, I can.
Perfect.
With a raise, with spending a little bit of extra points, I can make it into a medium blast template. And for 3, I can make it into a large blast template. So it will catch Scarlet as well. But, I think that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not fussed with that.
Well, I would say go for the 2 drivers and maybe a couple of the horses as well.
Yeah.
So this is you guys planning around the
anywhere. Yeah. Stunned horses aren't going anywhere.
Yep. This is definitely you guys planning around the campfire.
So I think our lead off is going to be the stunned. I would say if we can keep you out of sight, because you're fairly distinctive looking. People know what you look like. If you stay out of sight, Chase and Rosco will have, we'll take our hats off, have bandanas on, turn our coats inside out, or all stuff to make us look different.
How big, really quickly, is the small stun? I mean, the small blast template is 4x4
template.
Okay, what's this? I'm just grabbing the 2. I think 4. Go ahead.
So sorry, if I spend 2 extra points on it, I can make it a medium blast template, and for 3, I can make it a large blast template. So I don't know what I'd need to catch the horses and the drivers. Would I need I think I'd need a large, wouldn't I?
The medium should do it.
A medium is 1, 2, 3. Is 4x4.
Yeah, I mean you put it there.
The small is 2x2.
No, it's either a medium or a large.
Ooh, large.
You're either catching one person or you're making it into a blast area.
Quickly look up a large blast template for me, one of the guys, as I'm working on bringing across blast templates so we can do this properly. 2x2, 4x4, and then
so that's a medium template.
It's 4x4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. So that's 4x4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is 2x2. And what is a large? It's in the regular book. Let me just find it.
The medium, the big one that's on there at the moment, that will get both the guards and the 2 horses and Scarlet and whoever's in the back.
Yeah.
Up to around about
large
here.
blasting plate. Oh, large blasting plate is 4x4. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a large blasting plate.
Medium must be 3x3 then.
Yes, it is. It's 3x3. Instead of, and so it's 2x2, 3x3, 4x4.
Okay, so that's 2.
So that's.
I mean, you could
3.
get away with the small.
Yeah, but the medium will give you a couple of the horses
as well.
Yeah.
So
I mean, basically, the horse. We stun the horses. That wagon is not going anywhere, even if we don't manage to stun the drivers.
Yeah. So, really quick, I'm going to give control of these to you. Controlled by Christine. I think they are all controlled by Christine. You can grab whichever of those you wish, place it where you want to do it, and make your spell roll. Because I'm going to let you all make an action before we dial it in. Okay?
Okay.
So, Christine, do you want to go first? Okay.
Yeah.
And you can see Roger is already kicking up dust and stuff as they start to go across. He may have gotten a little bit excited, but he's chucking rocks and kicking up some dust. They haven't spotted it yet, but that's okay.
That's fine. That's behind them, so that's not a problem. Okay. So, what do you want me to cast? Roll first.
So you are going to be rolling your spellcasting, whatever that is. As I just immediately forgot that. I'm looking for you, Sarah. There it goes. Boom.
There we go.
All right. So you got a 5. That is a success. And I still haven't looked up stun to see exactly what it does.
And do I actually roll my stun?
So you have the spell goes off successfully because you have done above a 4. Okay? So there you go. Okay. Wow. And what page was stun on again? I apologize.
Stun is on page 106. I've actually got that open at the minute. So stun characters are distracted. This is removed at the end of the victim's next turn as usual. They are vulnerable as remains until they recover from being stunned. They fall prone or to their knees, GM's call. Can't move or take any actions. Don't count towards the gang up bonus. Recovery. At the start of a stunned character's turn, he makes a vigor roll as a free action. Successes means he is no longer stunned, but remains vulnerable until the end of his next turn.
All right. I'd like you to place your blast template where you want it to go.
Yeah.
Make sure you subtract your points for your spell.
Yeah.
Can you move the blast templates?
I think so.
Where's the spell description?
The spell description is on page. Oh crap! I've not got that page. It's on about 160 something, 68 maybe.
It's brilliant. So I'll put that back on there, Christine.
That's fine. That's fine.
These 2 guys fall off into. Actually, he's going to fall off onto the ground. The horses stumble and stop. Some of them have fallen over. To be fair, it's a bit sad, but one of the lead horses, as it falls, it breaks a leg because that's what horses do. And it's screaming. And this comes to a stop.
Okay. I would like to, depending on initiative order, obviously,
Okay,
If you're going to make
let's-
us do
Let's go to
initiative.
initiative. I am going to make you do initiative, and there's a reason. So let's go ahead and do this. So as we walk ourselves around, let me go ahead and put up the turn order.
It's probably someone in the wagon, maybe.
And so we'll go with, how many cards do you get, Rob?
2, I believe.
Okay. Can you see?
No. Can you tell me what I got?
Okay.
Highest card?
You have an ace of clubs high.
Okay, thank you.
All right. And then Rosco, do you get 2 as well? I think you
2
do.
for me.
He does. He
You
gets to
guys
keep
are-
re-rolling his.
I reroll if it's low.
Ta-da!
Hang on, what's the low one? Is that 6?
6. A 6.
Oh, just high enough. Okay,
Boom.
7 of spades.
9 of spades.
9
Nine
of
of
spades.
spades.
All right. Let's go for Rosco and
No,
the
you don't, Roscoe.
Siren.
Roger. That's Roger.
Roger, I'm sorry.
Okay,
So the
Roger's 2
Siren.
diamonds.
Roger's 2 of diamonds. Boo. Okay.
Okay. I'm the ace of hearts.
Nice. And the 2 guys that got knocked off. 7 of
7 of
clubs.
spades.
Spades.
So I have not put them on there. So in the wrong spot. Just a second. Tokens. Move. Bank.
We can
Add
get rid of
turn.
that purple circle now.
Yeah, let's do that for now. So I've given this. This is a 7 of spades. 7 spades. All right. Did I enter that? Enter. Then I go here. Card suit. And then I say boom. And it completely farts it up. There we go. All right. Ace of club. Nuts, not right. Hearts goes before clubs. Okay, spades, spades, diamonds. Perfect. Okay. So you guys can make your move. Chase, you're up.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I thought that was
I
a
would like
freebie
it.
go. And we're
You
now
need
in
your free-
initiative.
No. We're in freebie goes for everybody, and then we'll go to initiative. Okay, let's do that.
Oh, okay.
So, Chase, what do you want to do?
Well, I mean, if we're having a freebie go,
You're going to get a freebie go.
I'm going to suggest to my learned colleagues, knock the fuckers out.
So you yell that,
Yeah.
and then you can make your move. Do you want to run? Do you want to do a running die?
1, 2, 3, 4. No.
Okay. There you go. Rosco?
Yeah, how do you do a run?
Okay,
Roll
so your running dice is what
agility.
you're going to roll.
And
Which
it's something to do with that.
is
I think.
what? Vigor, strength, what?
Run once per turn up to the result of your running die. Other actions this turn get -2.
Yeah,
See?
helpful. What's the running?
I know.
Yeah, athletics, I think.
Athletics.
There is actually a running die on your character sheet.
It's
If
you look on-
D6. It's D6 by default.
If you look at
And which is you
deriving
guys.
the derived
Yeah.
list, there's running there.
Yeah.
Derived.
So
Derived.
almost for sure it's a
derived
D6.
So your attributes, and then you got derived, and then you've got hindrances and skills. If you look in derived, the third one down is running.
I don't have that.
Almost
No.
a sure.
Have you got your character sheet open?
There
Or
it
have you got
is.
it locked?
Okay, yeah. So if you lock it, then
If you
then
lock
you
your
get it.
character sheet, then you see it.
There it
Yeah.
goes.
So there we go. So you can go an extra.
There you go.
Wow, gosh, nice.
So
Another
That ain't
9 inches. So
bad.
that's 9
4,
squares.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice. And you can cross the water right there. Boom, boom. You're on there. The horse, the closest one to you is the one with the broken leg. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Let's go. I'm going to give a vigor roll for these guys, just to see what happens. And I need to actually open the character sheets. This
I thought we were in a freebie round, but
oh, you are in a freebie round. You are absolutely stop. I'll do what I'm doing. Roger, is there anything besides the throwing of the stuff that he's doing?
No, he's just creating dust and sound and noise. He's having a whale of time.
Oh, he's having a ball. He is chucking stuff around. He's got himself a minor dust cloud going. It's impressive. Very, very good. Okay, so we're gonna, as we get ready to, get ready to go into our next round. Something happens. I'm sure you guys did not see this coming at all, because you never saw a map like this before in your life that was just simply modified to do what's going on right now. But you see a group of horses are riding up from that particular direction.
Ignore that.
No problem.
Sorry.
And I'm going to, from the northwest.
Northeast.
And I am going to, it is northeast. Thank you very much. I'm going to add a turn.
Northeast. Ah, right. Okay.
And then I'm going to draw a card. It is the 6 of spades, which is not particularly exciting for that particular group of people. Yeah, you see a name there. Please understand that you probably don't know that quite yet.
I'm sorry. Names.
Yeah. Okay.
Names.
We are to.
Why is the 6 of spades in front of the 7 of spades?
Oh, did I do it in front of the 7, or did I do it? Oh, I meant it right there. There, right in front of Roger. Okay. Very, very good. So you see there's some horsemen riding in. They've got bandanas over their faces. You see this chase over your shoulder. Just as you're making this move down this direction, they've come out of the tree line, that particular direction. They look surprised. You look surprised. Everybody looks surprised. But at the same time, actually, there's no surprise. We are in initiative order. And our wonderful siren is up.
Well, I'm concentrating on the danger in front of us right now.
Fair enough.
So, I am going to. Is there anybody who hasn't been affected by my stun?
No. They are down.
All of them.
The horses are down.
The horses are down. The two
Absolutely.
gunmen are down.
Yes.
The driver?
The driver was one of the gunmen. Absolutely.
Oh, okay. The driver was one of the gunmen.
He's in the water. He's actually trying desperately to keep his head above water.
Okay. So they're all down. That's good. Oh, God. In which case, I am then going to. Can you delay your action in this game?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. In fact, for all you guys, real quick, an amazing thing in delaying in this game is it's not for a set reason. You can delay and interrupt at any time. Your interrupt is a contested roll against the other person, creature. Okay? One of the neat things about that is, let's say you're in a gunfight and someone is behind complete cover because they're ducked behind a rock, and you delay. When they pop up to make a shot and go into quarter cover or half cover, you can interrupt with a good roll and hit them. Okay? Remember that in this game, because it's not a bad thing to do. It's it's really, really smart. And as far as the contest for that, I don't remember it immediately, but I can look that up, and I will look that up with my buddies who will look it up and tell you how that works. That you can absolutely delay, and you can interrupt later in the turn order as you so choose.
Okay. So if I delay, does that mean I can't move at all, or could I still take a pace if I wanted to?
Boy,
Is that allowed?
I am not 1000% sure on that. I want to say that if you delay your turn, you delay your turn.
That's fine.
The entire thing.
Yep. I am going to delay my turn.
Very good.
And I'm delaying.
I mean, and sadly, what this means is if we go through this turn and you've delayed, what would typically happen is you're sort of at the top of the next turn session.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're already there right now, so it's not going to do too much. So, okay, you're delayed. I assume you're looking north at the group that's coming that direction.
Yeah.
I will ask for a notice roll, but this is not. This does nothing to your movement or your actions. Okay, this is me asking something.
All right. I got it. Got it.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Got a 4.
Mm-hmm.
No, a 4 is a success. Now, I'm not asking on this one for a success with the raise. I think that you sort of get a feel that one of the riders is that one that said the sort of nasty thing about you outside of the Heaston Mining Corporation building. Old Gatlin Heaston, who suggested that you should probably be working at the brothel, that got Chase and Rosco all riled up to where there's nearly a fight. It got really, really close. But you think just by the cut of his jib, that's probably Gatlin Heaston.
Hey.
Yeah.
That does resettle my thinking.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't getting stunned, they's getting a blast.
Has he got a hole
Fair
in
enough.
his hat?
Probably got a new hat. They can afford that type of thing. Chase, you're up.
Do I recognize any of the horses?
I
mean, if it's Heaston's son, I got
absolutely
close and intimate with his horse.
Give me a notice roll. We will see if you just guess that as you glance back over your shoulder. I'm not giving you a penalty because you're a smart man. You're on foot. They're on horses. There we go. Yep. You see Gatlin's dappled mare and know absolutely the horse that you slapped.
What are they doing here?
Good question. Talking's always a possibility. Okay. What do you want to do? That is not part of your turn. That's just your notice.
Which one's Gatlin?
The one that's got his name underneath it.
Yeah, I can't see any names. So
I
that
don't
one.
see any names.
Good. That's awesome for me. Because that will help me out in the future as I'm trying to. Okay, you can see him. He's back there.
Well, shit. Right. Okay. Plan B.
Yes. This is so much better than what I had planned before. Come on, Chase.
I'm sorry,
Yeah, cut
guys.
out.
I've got to do
You're
it.
gonna have-
They've seen my they've seen my ass.
Oh, that one button in the back that keeps popping off.
Yeah.
These guys aren't normal.
No, exactly.
No.
But we've got to get all of them. But I recognise that horse, so fuck it. I'm just going to turn on the spot and draw the weapons and bang, bang, straight away.
Ooh,
Literally just
nice.
like that. So Colt Frontier, first one.
Okay, who are you shooting?
For Heaston, this dude.
Oh, wow. Okay, so how far is that?
12
8 squares.
8 squares,
Yes.
and short range is 12 squares.
Perfect.
Okay. So I got a hit, which is a 9.
Let's do the
Damage.
and then let me
7.
check his
It'll come straight off of his doodads, won't it? So
yep, really quickly. Let me double check his toughness is 6, so you have shaken him.
okay, excellent. Right.
So-
Second shot.
Just a minute, I've got to shake him.
That's a hit and a raise.
Oh, nice. Hit and a raise, so you get an extra d6 to your damage. Or
You get the bonus damage at the
bonus damage. Get the bonus damage.
Ooh, 18.
18.
18.
And he's already shaken. That's a couple
So
of
that would
wounds,
be
surely.
2 raises.
Okay.
You said it's
Well,
6?
What's his toughness? 5?
5 is 6.
Oh, 6.
So,
So,
yeah,
18, that's 12. That's 3 raises, isn't it?
3 raises. So
Oh, that's him dead.
you
3
have
wounds.
Because he's shaken,
Three
so that would be 3
wounds.
wounds.
No, 4 wounds. Because he's already shaken.
yep.
So just hitting him and doing damage, that's 1 wound.
Yep.
Then
1,
3 raises
2,
on top of that.
That's 4.
Yeah.
Okay, I am spending a Benny to give him a vigor roll. Did it not roll? Of course it didn't roll. Vigor. Ooh, not so good.
That's only 1 wound soaked.
Only 1 wound soaked. And here goes the second mini. Vigor. Nope. Okay, he soaks 1 wound and is drops off of his horse. Boom, into the dirt.
And I spit on the ground and I go, and stay there, you son of a bitch.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Okay, so we have gone through.
And then I'll go for cover.
The
Hang on, I've got my
siren,
movement.
chase.
I've got my
Yeah, you
movement.
gotta
I'm
move.
not staying out in the
Go,
open.
go. Get moved.
I mean, not with my fucking white ass. 1,
And-
2, 3.
And one
4.
of the buttons on the back flap of your long johns, the one that always keeps coming undone, is undone.
Yeah.
So it's flapping as you're moving.
Okay.
Does one
So-
of these guys go, I recognize that ass?
Exactly.
So basically, I'm just going to go straight in for. Oh, bollocks.
right
sorry.
there by that pine tree.
No, I'm
get
going to
cover.
basically dive behind this rock.
Okay, perfect.
So I'm crouching down behind the rock, so they can't see me. They're going to have to come round to basically
Fair
shoot
enough.
me.
I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Very good.
And as I'm running, I'm going shit, 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 shit.
Absolutely. When you dive behind the rock, I'm going to give you 100% cover. Okay? You're behind that rock. They're going to have to come around the rock to get to you.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it's the gunman's turn on here, and they've got to make a vigor
Wait,
roll.
what? Hello?
Did I go by somebody?
Yeah.
Rosco! 9 spades.
Okay.
Apologize.
Rosco
stick up for yourselves. That's good.
Yeah. Rosco is going to move round to get into cover here.
Tie up the guys! Tie up the guys!
And he's going to do a knockout blow, or try for a knockout blow on this guy.
Absolutely. No,
so that is the drop. Yeah,
you've got him. He's knocked out. Wow, he's out. And if you want to move across with any extra movement, you can probably put out the other one.
Oh, hang on. Let's see.
I don't mind.
Where are we? So I was there.
Okay.
I've got a move of 6.
1. You can move through him if you want.
1, 2, 3, 4. Knock them both out.
Yeah.
5, 6.
With the one in the water, the one thing you need to be concerned about is if you knock him out, he may drown.
Okay.
Unless you want to.
Okay, so I'm going to go over, grab him, knock him out, and then I'm going to move back to here, drop him on the sandbank.
Okay. Something like that.
Down to here to get into cover. Yeah.
Fair enough. I will allow that. And both of them are out. Okay. You hear from inside the prisoner's thing. You can see actually through the grate. You see Scarlet. She says, "What's going on?"
Prison break, darling.
Stay down.
Nice. Once again, you are struck with the line of her jaw and the cut of her jib, so to speak, if we were playing a pirate game. And let us move to the 2 gunmen are out, so we'll ignore them. We are going to Gatlin and his team, though Gatlin is down. Okay, Gatlin's down.
Interrupt, nuke them. Have your go now before they have a go.
Or
a large area effect would be amazing now.
You've delayed your action, so don't waste it. If you don't do it now, you've wasted action.
Go on. Go on, Sarah.
Sorry, what? Is it my turn? What?
If you want to,
you delay your action. Yeah. Now your next action comes immediately after theirs because you're at the top of the turn. So if you don't act now, you've effectively not done anything this round.
Yeah.
Oh, so I need to act before them, do I?
If you could.
Before them would be good. Yeah.
Can you stun them again?
I was kind of hoping.
I mean, you could catch. Hang on, where are we?
Yeah, no, most of my spells have a distance of smarts, which is 10. D10. So I don't know.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, you'd have to move closer. You could move closer. But
Wait, I can wade across the river. Yeah. Bugger off.
Why not?
Well,
You're in trousers.
I just ran through the river.
Yeah, I won't count that. I'm not going to count that as hard terrain, because it is the ford. It's designed that way. Now the ford is over here. If you go right across there, it is going to be difficult terrain. I'm going to screw you that way. Rob, could you be looking up delayed action and see what happens if there's contested?
What do you mean contested?
Okay. Many times, if they are trying to do something, there's a contested roll.
So that's 10 squares there. That's where you'd have to be if you wanted to drop something in that range.
If you want to drop in there, so 2.
No, I'm gonna make them
4,
think that.
Or you could catch that guy from where you are.
Yeah.
That's 10 squares.
Thoughts?
Is it? By the way, yeah, people are seeing this on it. Yeah, so that's 10 squares.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can cross here, straight here with double cost per square across the river.
Yeah,
So,
I'm not planning on crossing the
2,
river.
4, 6 would put you on the far side. Very wet.
And out of cover.
No,
Yes.
I'm not planning on crossing the river.
I mean,
Fair enough.
I would suggest basically, yeah, maybe do something to this guy and then move
And then
behind
go
that
back.
rock.
Move,
Yeah.
and then I'm moving.
Yeah.
I'm moving to this side, basically,
Yeah,
of the
I
rock.
think that's
Put
sensible.
myself behind cover.
After
Is
you
what I'll do.
blast.
After, so basically, okay, so I will. I mean, yeah, okay, I'll stun. I'm going to throw a stun at that guy, but just a single
Very good.
attack stun. It's not going to be an area stun. 'Cause I can't
Yeah.
catch that
It's a bolt. Got it.
Yeah,
All right. Let's see this.
him.
I can't find anything in the source books for delayed.
There is delayed act.
It's got to be
Yeah,
in there
it's
somewhere because you can do it.
is.
Oh, there it goes.
Nice.
Distracted
So you
fatigue,
get the
wounded,
bonus damage on
incapacitated.
that?
That's a stun. So I think a raise means it's a -2 on the vigor roll.
So a successful casting means the victim must make a vigor roll at -2, at -2 with a raise on the arcane skill roll, or be stunned, as we know.
Okay. So he'll make a vigor roll after. Okay, that's what he does. He makes a vigor roll.
Yeah, at -2 because she got a raise.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And I'm moving behind
he
the rock.
does not get. He's not a wild card, so he makes it at 2. He fails.
So if he's stunned, does he fall off his horse?
Absolutely. This guy is down. And I need to put something on him. Come on. Boom. So he's stunned. Did it do anything? No.
That's is that stunned or is that
I don't know what that is. I tried to do.
if you hover over the things, they have text.
Is it? Okay, let's see here. Shaken. They don't have They don't have it. Oh wait, there's
As an incapacitated.
incapacitated. Not bleeding out. Not any of the others. Been even. It doesn't really matter. I will use the shaken one anyway. He's down. He is stunned. So he is vulnerable. Everything that you could possibly want out of it is happened. All right.
I have moved around and ducked out of cover.
I love it. You should press yourself in against that rock.
Yep.
This guy moves over to try and help Heaston. This guy goes 1, 2, 4, right about here. He pushes himself out around the rocks. He's got a half cover shot towards Chase. And he's going to take that half cover shot as he rounds the corner. And let me bring up his character sheet. I apologize.
But did you say he's still on his horse?
Oh no, he has gotten off. This guy's gotten off his horse. Because he realizes
does
what
he
he's got to do.
have? Am I 3/4 covered, or because I was ducking down behind it, wasn't I?
Yep, and this guy comes around the corner. Okay, so what is 3/4 cover? It's
-6.
Yeah, because there is this rock.
Yep, I'll give you that.
This rock here.
I'll give it.
Well, half cover,
In between
half the
him
time.
and-
Sorry,
Okay.
Christine, go on.
Sorry, I was just going to say there is that rock there halfway between the two of you. So you have got some cover because there's that rock there.
That's fair enough. I'll give you 3/4 cover. Okay.
Well, I mean, even if you went for medium cover, that's -4. half the target is obscured.
Yeah, and so you see chips of rock fly off near you, but he does not make that shot. This guy is 1, 2, 3,
That was fortuitous.
5, 6. He comes down here, and between those rocks, what do you think, Rob? Between these two,
I would say again 3/4 cover.
That's fair enough.
Or half cover. Either -4 or -6 is down to you.
All right. I'm comfortable with that. Let me make a shot at minus. I'm going to say -4 on this one, just because I'm being mean. And boom, no shot hits. Ching, it goes off the rocks. Okay, you think that these guys are probably a bit scared at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Their leader is down. They've been shooting, but nothing's happening. They don't know what's going on. There's opportunities for a lot to happen as we move into the next round. So, with this round, I need to right now remove all turns. Clear. So you guys need to add your people.
I'll do Sarah and the raccoon like normal.
Okay. Absolutely. Chase,
Yes, sir.
your cards are coming up. I don't know if you can see them. If you can't, tell me.
6 of diamonds.
It
And
is a 6 of diamonds.
6 of diamonds. I'll be
Okay, Rosco.
8 of spades. Oh,
Redo
4.
the four.
Redo the
No,
4,
reroll the
please.
Redo the 4.
Yeah.
Redo the 4 is.
Redo the 2.
Redo the 2. I'm not looking at it.
King of spades. Thank you.
Nice. King of spades. By the way, I'm not looking at these before I show them to you. So very good. And then let us go to the siren.
Roger. Help me.
Oh, it's
4
the
diamonds.
Joker. Hey. Damn it. You said you weren't looking.
Yeah. That's Roger. That's Roger. 4
That's
diamonds.
Roger, okay. Roger.
Okay. You.
4 diamonds.
Queen of Hearts. Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts again.
Queen
Wow.
of Hearts.
Nice. And then all you guys have gone, right?
Yep. It's just the
Okay, the bad guys.
10 of spades.
10 of spades. 10 spades. Enter. Bump. Cards. Sort. By turn. You're supposed to. King of spades. Hearts. Don't know why it's doing that, but that's okay. Okay. Does that look right, guys?
Yep.
All right. I actually sort of like this in this game because every round is slightly different. Go ahead.
Yeah.
There's one thing. Roger didn't get his turn from last time.
Okay, let Roger
All
go
he's
before we start.
I'm just going to say all he's doing is scooting around the rock to get out of sight of the new attackers. So all he'll do is move to here.
I will tell you that Roger in the past with direction has been able to open simple
Simple locks.
sorry.
That's good.
Have a
Take
drink.
a glug.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And breathe. And breathe.
I'm still talking like this. That's weird.
Oh dear.
Roger will be able to open simple latches.
Okay.
So that's what you know at this point. So Roger's hidden away.
Yep.
And let us go to Rosco.
Okay, so the ones that are still, so this one's stunned. He's down.
When you say this one, yep.
Yeah. How this one here and this one here
Are the ones that are moving?
Are the ones that are
This
moving.
one's-
Which one has the
Yes.
least cover from where I am?
Ooh, from where you are.
Him.
I think,
up there in the
honestly, I
trees.
think it's this guy has
That
the
guy?
least cover
Okay.
as he's come into the open and is shooting down towards Chase.
Right. So I am going to line up my Winchester 73. Take
Ooh,
a shot.
with your scope and everything else.
No, because I mean the scope only really applies if you're aiming,
Fair enough. And that's
Which
a
means
specific thing in the game, which will be next
which means
turn.
I'd have to wait around. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm just
You're
gonna
just gonna shoot. Got it.
shoot the guy.
Ooh. Phew.
Nice.
There we
Look
go.
at that.
Nice.
23 points of damage.
That guy's gone. He drops to the ground, clutching his chest. He goes to his knees first and then goes forward, and the forehead just hits the ground. Hat flies off. He is out of it.
Okay. With lightning speed, Rosco chambers another round
Yep.
and lines up the next guy. So
Are you taking two actions in the turn?
No, because I can. One of my edges is rapid fire.
Ooh. Wow. Okay.
You didn't think Mr. I want million goes every turn wouldn't have something like that, did you?
Yes. Okay,
Come
so
on
this
now.
guy right here, I'll give you half cover on it, so -4.
-4. Okay. Well,
But
it's
you're a
better
crap
than nothing. Better than nothing. Not this time.
Not
You gonna
this
spend a
time.
penny? Are you going to spend a penny?
You can.
Oh yeah. I have
Yeah, yeah,
penny.
yeah. Spend
You
that.
have 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Rolling in
Hang
the
on.
pennies.
That hit?
No.
4 hits?
No, not -4.
-4.
No, -4
Oh,
for
yeah,
cover.
-4.
Ah,
Ah, but he's on
Ah.
horseback though, isn't
so
he?
close.
He's on horseback.
Close.
I will let you spend another penny if you want to.
No, is that one on horse? He's not on horseback, is he?
No, he's
No.
not on horseback.
No.
What about this guy?
He is still on horseback and has not made a really good idea of what he's doing.
Well, in that case,
he-
if he's on horseback, I should have a clear shot at him. I would have taken a shot at him if he's.
I'm just doing this. So for him,
That's
Yeah.
less than short range.
Bear in mind, he's sitting high up.
he is high up. Is that the one you'd rather be shooting at?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I'm going for the ones
If
that.
there's one in cover, then
Yeah. Okay.
and one
I will
not.
let you do such because I'm a very gentle marshal in the game. But what I want you to do is I want those re-rolled. So your second shot, let's re-roll that to see if you hit him without a penalty.
Okay.
And that makes me so happy I can really stand it. Would you like to burn a penny?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Boom! But it does go off where he's hearing the whistle go by his hat
Mhm.
and is absolutely concerned. Okay, that's brilliant. So what happens at this point is you have killed this person. This person has come off his horse.
I am going to spend a penny. Sorry, I am.
Okay.
I'm going to go for it.
Yeah, well, you spent it the last time, and that doesn't count, does it?
Hey, these are what
You had 4p.
bennies are for.
You've already spent a penny and took it off your thing, didn't you?
I did.
Get on it.
So why are you spending another one?
Oh, look at that. Woo! Okay.
13 points of damage.
You see him sidle his horse towards where Gatlin has fallen off, and he reaches his hand down to like pull up this guy because he can take 3 damage because he's Gatlin, and you see him pull Gatlin up towards Gatlin's horse, but just as Gatlin's standing off the ground behind his horse where you can't get a really good shot, you just plaster this guy. Tell me, where do you hit this guy?
So he's leaning down.
Yep, pulling this guy up.
Yeah. So I'm going to take him in the temple. And Gatlin's going to get showered with blood and bits of bone and stuff.
I
This
thought
guy
Gatlin
slides
was
off his
dead.
horse and falls on
this-
top of Gatlin.
Falls on top of Gatlin. He takes another wound and he's dead.
Then he's dead.
Yeah.
You know, like in Lord of the Rings, where Gimli's stuck underneath the wheel, the
Nice.
The warg.
The warg. That's it, the warg.
Yeah.
I love it. No, not quite.
Not quite, but still.
You have blasted him out of existence. Let us move to our siren. I think we're to our siren, aren't we?
Mm.
Who is
I
hunkered
think
down behind the rock?
Christine, if you move diagonally north where my marker is, that's 9 squares. You could get
doesn't have
both of
to.
those.
Yeah, but from where she is, it's 10 squares, which is fine.
You can look over the rock right
Oh,
there.
that is true.
She pokes her head up. Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
one is stunned, so he's going to get a chance to unstun himself this
Yes.
round.
Yes, he will.
But his unstun doesn't happen until the end of his turn. So he'll get the chance to unstun himself, but he still won't be able to take an action.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
And you know, having someone you can actually talk to at the end of this is not a bad thing in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, because the way we're going, we won't have anybody left to talk to. But, you know, there'll be some nice bodies to pose around. So basically,
You guys are getting too tough. I'm
yeah,
gonna have to throw some bigger things at you. Go ahead. What do you do?
yeah, I am gonna throw a stun at this one hidden behind the rocks here.
Nice.
So I'm gonna throw a stun into that area.
Spirit. Let's do it. Or your spell casting. Whoop whoop.
Nice.
Okay, there we go. Whack! Smacks this guy.
So -2 on his vigor roll. Well,
-2 on his vigor roll. Open his character sheet. Vigor. Boom.
Nice.
9. Minus how much?
2.
2.
-2.
Ooh.
He
He
succeeded.
actually succeeds on his vigor roll. Shocking.
Yep.
Shocking. And you attribute this a bit to the angles and the distance and your excitement in what you're doing, but you just graze him with the spell as he shudders down behind the rock. Okay. Do you have any movement you want to do?
No, I think I'm happy with where I am. I think where I am is a good cover
Okay.
place.
So this guy's dead, right? I need
Yeah.
to mark him dead.
And I thought
This
Gatlin
guy's
was
dead.
also dead with 3 wounds.
No.
No, he's
3 wounds puts him down. It doesn't put him dead.
wounded.
Fucking put me
And
dead.
And he's been pulled up onto his feet by dead dude.
Yeah. So Gatlin throws his leg over his horse. He's bleeding heavily and leans across his horse and scoots out of here. This guy, which one's stunned? It's this one.
How far has he got? Because I suppose what I want to know is can Chase step forward and shoot him as he's legging it off?
There is a chance. I will allow that.
What is the speed of a horse?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Speed of a horse.
We can look that up a little bit, but
Pete's on it.
I'll see what I can find.
I might allow a shot. We'll determine that in just a second, because this is a fun character to play against you. This guy, I think, is stunned, right?
Which guy?
This guy, you missed with your stun. Is that right?
No.
Other way around?
This guy's stunned.
Got it. So
And
this guy
behind the rock, I missed. Well, he dodged it. Yeah.
So he goes
Turns it off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, throws his leg over his horse, and is also following as they go. Okay?
Horse has
This
a pace of 12.
Oh, okay. So these guys are moving off, and sadly, anyone that's going to make a shot you're going to have to kill the other guy first, who's right behind Gatlin. And this guy is still stunned and lying on the ground, which is something. Okay. So at this point, we have gone through them, and we are to Chase.
Yeah.
Right, how far's Gatlin away from me?
Well, he was. Let's see, where was he? He was.
Also,
that
does the
far
spending
away.
penny get rid of the shaking?
There, was he, or was he there?
Yeah. So if he was there, he'll now be 16 inches away.
Yeah, something like that. But he is in a situation you're going to have to make a cold shot at -4 to shoot him around his following person who is right behind him as they're two horses, one behind the other, scooting away.
What? Well, hang on. Sorry, I'm going to distract everyone. Where's the guy that was here?
He ran
He's
north, jumped on his horse, and followed Gatlin off the map.
So he's the one right behind Gatlin.
He's the one
that
right
we're gonna
behind
have to
Gatlin.
Take out.
So he's about 14 paces away from you,
Yep.
whereas Gatlin's about 16 inches away from you.
Yep. They're both
So medium range for a pistol.
they're both hunkered over their horses, trying to avoid getting shot.
Right, so
However,
have we switched the stunned people? Because I thought Sarah stunned this one, and this one was left to their own devices.
I asked that.
This is the guy who was stunned. That's why he didn't move to any kind of cover. And that's why he didn't shoot at you. He's the one that was stunned because he was the one that was up front. Whereas the other guy came from back here to then jump behind the rock and shoot at you.
Yeah. So yeah, you could shoot the guy who was just behind that rock, or you could shoot his horse.
Yep.
Then basically, that's only after that can we have a shot at Gatlin.
Yeah.
Which next round?
Not necessarily. It is not necessarily.
I thought somebody else has the 2-gun shooting.
This is a -4 for a cold shot to get around the one behind. Okay?
So you could try that as well.
Yeah. So you could do a cold shot for the little bits of Gatlin that are showing as the two horses are galloping away as hard as they can go.
Now, next round, if we've got a high initiative and Gatlin got a low initiative,
Yep. You might get another shot.
We might get another. Might get more shots.
Fair enough.
And then I also remember a certain character shooting at those ghost things in Ghost Valley several times in a round.
Oh yeah,
Somebody else has two shotgun in shooting.
Right.
Yeah.
So I need to ask a question. When you said that he was incapacitated and then fell off the horse.
So what I did, Rob, is I let the guy who helped him up video game him to a position where he could move. Right? So he's down, but the guy helped him up into the saddle. So if you think about it, all of you guys can operate at 3 wounds.
Hmm?
He had 3 wounds.
And he was shaken. Did he unshake?
Yes, the belly gets rid of the shaken.
You know what? I did not do that. So what I will do, to be fair, for this round,
I'm fine with everything. I'm just looking at because I've looked for 2 things tonight and I can't find them at all. The delay in initiative, I can't find that anywhere.
Okay, we'll find it.
Yeah, so after the game. Right, okay, so
what I did is I went ahead and took a Benny off for him getting rid of the shaken.
Fair enough, yeah.
And so they are, and to be honest, the shot, Rob, is a brutal shot to make. If you want to make it, you can. You've killed 2 of these guys, and there's a guy rolling around on the ground holding his ears, and he's bleeding out of his nose and the corners of his eyes right in front of you.
Well, I only shot Heaston, to be fair. Rosco did the rest. But yeah, so now...
Really? What about Sarah?
Oh, Sarah incapacitated, stunned and done stuff, yeah, but, you know... I
didn't killed anyone yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm not saying, you know, the kill count is literally 1 for me, 2 for Rosco, and then Sarah's basically incapacitated via stunning everybody else, which is fantastic. So I'm not belittling, I'm just saying that I'm the lowest on the kill count so far.
It's a bit embarrassing. Fair enough.
-2, but at least I'd get two shots. Whereas if I use the Winchester,
okay,
I only get 1 shot.
Are you shooting at the one behind him? Okay, so what I'm saying.
No, how much difficulty would it be to actually attack Heaston?
-4.
-4. Right. Okay. In that case, the Winchester's coming out, and I'm going to pop open the scope, and it's now -2.
Very good.
Let's go for Heaston again.
Okay.
It's a hit.
No, it's not.
It is. Wild dice.
-2.
-2.
Oh
-2.
yeah. Shit. I'll spend a Benny.
Bennies. Here we go.
Okay. Come on, you goddamn motherfucker. I whack it on the side a little bit. There you go.
Oh, there's the shot.
It is.
Okay. So I hit him. Right. Let's hope that this goes really well, guys.
Okay. Is
get in there.
His toughness is 6. So it is.
That's going to be 2 wounds.
That's
11.
I hate to raid on your parade, but you didn't get a raise on your attack.
No, but it's still 17.
You did not.
Oh yeah,
so
shit.
You don't get that bonus.
Sorry.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
Hang on. An attack is 4.
That's a shaken.
Hang on. To attack with a gun, you've got to get over 4 to hit. I got 9.
Yes.
Minus
Minus a 2.
7.
7.
So you're
Oh,
3 over the 4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not so
You're
much.
1 point short.
So he's shaken again as he rides off into the sunset.
Hang on,
Okay.
hang on. We've still got another round yet.
okay.
Hang on.
Fair enough.
I'm going to spend a penny. I want another shot.
Oh, I love
Go
it.
for it. Or
Okay.
can you
Love
just
it.
re-roll the damage
You never know.
with the Benny?
No. Basically, I'm going to force myself to take another shot. What extra minuses would it be at by spending a penny to take a second shot at this guy?
I don't think you have any extra minuses, do you?
I don't think so. Just do it. Let's see what happens. This is exciting.
Okay, so at -2, I kiss the stock of the Winchester. Come on, baby. You've got
Nice.
this. It's a hit,
It's a hit.
but
Let's
it's
see what
not
happens.
a raise.
Let's see what happens.
12.
Okay.
There it is.
That is though.
4. Okay.
That's a wound, isn't it?
Yep,
Yes,
that's
it
a
is.
wound and shaken.
Okay. So he is spending his last penny. And we will see if it
Can he
is
soak
a soak. Character sheet. And by the way, you guys are seeing that I am absolutely being open with this.
That
He has
soaks his
soaked it.
Does-
So
that
we are down.
that soaks his shaking condition. That doesn't soak the wound. Or does
Oh,
it?
no. It chokes the wound and the shaking because you go that direction. So he will now ride off into the distance.
Hang on, we've still got another round yet. let's put pull out those cards.
I love you guys.
I might get to act before him and get a shot in. In fact, Chase
He's
might get another
19.
shot in.
He's 19
You guys
yards
are
away. That's
trying
still short
demo.
range for the Winchester. Oh, actually, that's a very
He's not
good
out of
point.
range yet.
That's
No,
a very
he's
good
not.
point, Anthony.
Yes.
At long range, you take a -2. At short range,
So-
you get a plus, don't you?
No, it's 0
me-
for short,
Yeah.
-2 for medium, -4
Okay.
for long.
Somebody roll me a d6. I want a 1, 2, 3. That is.
I did the last one. Go on, Christine.
He is not behind cover as he is dodging through the trees and rocks. Okay. Okay, Pete. 1, 2, 3. He is
Yeah.
not behind something.
I got one.
Okay. Fair enough.
Okay,
It
so
is now
it's Roger's go.
Chase's turn.
Are we not? Are we gonna?
Oh,
no, we got
Chase went. Roger.
Roger.
Go on, Roger. Run after him and bite the horse's leg.
It after Roger.
Roger's gonna
Roger,
head
Roger
over
pulls
to the-
out a rocket launcher. RPG.
And all that you
Yeah,
hear in
so-
this high-pitched voice is, go, catch it, raccoon.
I love it.
Ah.
Roger.
I think
Roger heads over to the wagon.
Absolutely.
He is looking to see if he can open up the
Oh,
the wagon
absolutely.
to let Scarlet out. Yeah, he might
Absolutely.
not have skills, but he's going to have a little go.
Yep. I will say that Roger sees that what is back there is a dropped piece of heavy metal onto a U-shaped holder that's in front of the door. It doesn't take him much to lift that up and the door can pop open. Okay. Door pops open. Roger's there. Let us move to Rosco.
Are we not gonna pull cards?
Oh, we are at that point.
Because he might still get. If he draws well, he may be gone.
Absolutely. So let us what's done here.
Clear the.
Okay, so I need to go to bump, move all turns, clear, bump. Okay, need to go to here, add turn. Okay, we are ready to look at cards. Let us go to Chase,
Jack of Hearts.
Jack of Hearts, Rosco.
Redraw that 4, please.
Draw the
I will
4.
redraw a 4, which is
9 of clubs.
9 of clubs. Okay. And then we go to Sarah. Roger. Roger's the 5 of clubs.
5 of clubs.
Look at this.
Oh,
Joker.
I'm a joker.
Hey.
Give me a Benny. Give me a Benny. Give me a Benny.
Everybody gets a Benny.
Benny, Benny,
Yep.
Benny, Benny.
So we will deal Bennies to Chase, to Peter, to Christine. Deal. Oh, I have to say how many. 1. Boom. Look at that. And then
It's
Benny.
Yeah. Oh, 8 of Hearts.
Hearts.
Oh dear.
Okay. So let's go by card suit. Let's go.
The Joker goes first, I believe.
Is
Joker
Jerk
goes
with me go
anywhere.
where it wants to go?
Yeah.
I think that's right. That's right. Okay. All right. We're 5 minutes out. I'd
Let's
like
make
to
it
go
quick.
ahead and see what happens. So, Chase. No, Siren. What do you
No,
do?
it's okay. No, she's waiting. She's waiting to see if her colleagues manage, with their long range weapons, manage to bring this guy down. So
Chase?
she's waiting off.
We have both Chase and Ross go ahead.
We can't hear you, Rob.
How far away is he?
You're still
Yes.
16.
Oh, so still short range. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's not behind someone, you said.
He is behind someone.
Yeah. So
Oh, so he's gone
minus
back
4.
to being behind
he's
someone.
still. No, he was always behind someone.
I thought that's what
Minus
the 1 was for.
It's -4, but you're using your scope, takes it to -2. Okay. So -2, it's still a hit.
I'm just going to have to step out to let a hound out for a wee.
That's perfect.
Oh, there we go.
11.
11.
And I think he spent all his bennies, hasn't he?
No, I
have
got one back,
left.
didn't I?
I don't think you've been spending all those bennies. You started with 3 bennies. You spent way more than 3 bennies.
Have I?
Way more than 3 bennies. He
Fair
spent
enough.
at least 3 on his own.
Okay.
Um,
I don't remember pulling it. I was trying to pull a Benny to help this guy, but based on what you guys are saying, there are no more Bennies left for the bad guys, correct?
I
Yeah.
do not think so.
Okay, fair enough. With a bang, you see just over the shoulder of the guy that's riding away, the bullet crosses just between the shoulder and chin of the back rider and hits Gatlin Heaston in the back of the neck. And he plummets off his horse like a sack of
okay,
potatoes.
spending a Benny.
Fair enough.
I'm going to take a second shot at the rear rider.
Fair enough.
Hits.
Let's
And
see
that
his damage.
is a raise.
That's a raise, yeah.
It is.
So
Okay.
12 points of damage.
and then your second shot, chick, as you do it, boom, takes the second rider square in the back, and he pops off his horse as well.
Yes!
They are dead. You have eliminated a fairly significant bad guy in this game, and there is one person stunned and lying on the ground who you guys can chat with next time as we move into that. Now, thank you so much. I think tonight is over, and I would like to say, wow, what an interesting evening as you guys did some role playing and you guys did some fighting, and oof, brilliant.
If you got all the way to the end, we appreciate your support. Thank you for watching the NVRA whilst we bring you content of different games. If you like what we have done, please like and subscribe.